Hey guys, Takuru here. Today we're going to be going over the Twin Dragon Slayers. Alright, the other day I made a community post asking you guys what you would like to see, and Sting and Rogue ended up winning that. Alright, so Sting and Rogue, if you don't know, they're the Twin Dragons. I don't know if I can pull that up here. Let's find out and see. Um, anyway, they're the Twin Dragon Slayers of Sabretooth. They were first introduced during the Grand Magic games as third generation Dragon Slayers. And if you don't know much about Dragon Slayers, um, I think there's five different generations of Dragon Slayers. First generation is they were trained by a dragon. That would be like Natsu, Wendy, and Gagio. I think Generation 2 is artificial, so that would be Loxus, which I guess technically with the 100-year quest, he wouldn't really be Generation 2 anymore. Generation 3 is these guys. It's a mix of the first two generations. And Generation 5 would be the Dragon Eaters from the 100-year quest. Um, so that's a little bit about Sting and Rogue. And now we'll go into the actual trying to scale them portion. Remember, just like last time, I'm not going to go into multiversal, 4D, anything like that. I'm probably going to stop my scale at universal and start it at somewhere around, wall level, right? So we'll scale them anywhere between wall and universal. Even if they're higher than universal, we're just going to say they're universal. And on top of that, we're going to cap out about faster than light or faster than light plus, all right? So these two together, they're relative to each other, right? For the most part, they have the same strength. I personally think Rogue's a little stronger than Sting, but Sting's been shown to be a little stronger. I just think that Rogue has a superior magic to him. Now, you probably see I brought up a bunch of tabs, right? All these tabs have in common they're all different guild masters, right? This is the list I use. So this is a bunch of them guild masters because Sting's first feat is that he one-sided Jinma. Um, and in order to determine how strong a feat of destroying Jinma is, we would need to determine how strong Jinma really is. I'm really not sure how strong Jinma is, but considering that Sabretooth is considered the strongest guild during this arc, that means the guild master must be pretty strong. So if we knock out some of the weaker guild masters, like this old woman whose ability is just to spin someone around, um, we knock out him, that means Jinma, if you think about it, would probably be comparable to one of these guys, right? Um, so that being said, Jinma would probably be contender for one of the titles of Wizard Saints, as he also is a guild master. Um, Personally, I don't. I think out of all these four, I think Hades is the strongest. I can't see any of these four being Hades. So Jinma's probably around the level of Josei or Makarov is probably where I would put him. Um, that being said, I believe Makarov at this time, I could do a whole video on Makarov himself, scaling him. I believe Makarov around this time is like what, multi-continental. I would put him at probably. Um, yeah. Uh, yeah. At this time, he's probably multi-conti until the final season when he's arguably planetary. Um, Makarov doesn't really have a lot of feats, nor does Jose. That's gonna be a bit of an issue. Um, let's see. Give me just a second. There we go. I forgot. Jose was beating Urza. So, yeah, he's around multi-continental level, considering that he also went head on with full power Natsu. Um, so right now we can consider them multi-conti is what we're considering them for now, for the time being. Go ahead and cover off that. Now, if we go to the next thing I brought up here, it is just that they're the only Dragon Slayers that can do this at the time. This is using their Dragon Force. Dragon Force is 3 to 4 times the boost. Um, on top of that, they can go into it whenever. This is the White Shadow Drive. This one over here is the Black Shadow Drive. Um, And the only other person that gets this ability, I think, is Wendy, but she gets that later on. Alright, so next is right here. It's, Minerva says that Sting has surpassed her father, and he might be the new master. Obviously, that comes from the scene where he killed Jinma. Um, Now, if we continue on here a little bit, now here's the part where things get interesting. If we bring up this version of Jinma, right? I don't think, yeah, I do. So, this version of Jinma, this little demon form of Jinma, was actually strong enough. I forgot who he. Give me just a second here. Um, let's pull this up. I don't know if this is gonna pull up anything. No, it's not. Um, I'm trying to find the demon form of Jinma because he was stated to. I know he got a power boost, um, at least like 2 to 4 times there when he became a demon because he said that he was weak and he wanted to get that. Well, anyway, he was beaten by both Sting and Rogue combined. So you could say that this Jinma right here is twice as strong as this Sting, right? Because Sting and Rogue are both relative to each other, and this Jinma was able to basically hold his own with both of the two, making him 2 times stronger than both of them. I'm trying to think. I think did Mark Gear say he was one of the stronger demons? I don't remember, but anyway, that's probably their no. That's Rogue's limit. Is probably this guy, but Sting can keep going. So we're on to the next feat. That's just another screenshot of them fighting Demon Jinma. Um, Now for the interesting screenshot, we have Margear. You notice Rogue's not here. This is Sting boxing up Margear by himself. Margear was beating Natsu, Sting, and Rogue by himself, but the fact that Sting's actually going head on with him is actually a feat on itself. So at this point in time, you could say that Sting has greatly surpassed Rogue, even though they're shown to be pretty even most of the time. Does it show some of their battles down here that I could use for feats? I think it does. Give me a second. Yeah, there's Jinma one-shotting him, or Jinma getting one-shotted. Then if we go down, yeah, Sting fights Margear. Um, then everyone else shows up. Then they fight Jinma. See. Yeah, they defeat Jinma with White Dragon Slayer Silk. I do remember that. Um, I think that's all feat wise. Does Rogue have any feats that I've missed, like beating Jinma or anything like that? Um, oh, Rogue went head on Gagio. That's a pretty solid feat. But that's possessed Rogue though. I don't think that counts. Um, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. All right. So anyway, we'll go ahead and continue. Um, oh yeah, Rogue did no, it was Sting that fought Martin, not Martin Garrett, Arcade, right? Rogue didn't fight him. Yeah. Well, I think Rogue was there. All right. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and close out Martin Garrett, and the final feat is this guy right here, right? Sting was able to best Larcade, um, and Larcade is planetary, as well as about 99% of the Spring and 12, right? Um, the fact that this version of Sting right here is able to defeat Arcade would make this version of Sting planetary. Um, Whether or not base Sting is planetary yet, or base Rogue is planetary yet, that's still up for debate. There's not enough information in 100 requests as they're not really shown, really. Well, they're fighting right now, actually. Um, Give me just a second. Yeah, um, we'll get back to that. Well, anyway, the fact that he's beating Arcade, I feel like would make him planetary. Um, and Larcade, obviously, gotta be Bazaar, but that's a whole nother thing. Um, but it's not on here because I think the wiki page is only has the anime on it. Yeah, but in the manga, Sting and Rogue are holding up in the manga. Yeah, the 100 request ain't on here. They are holding their own, right? Um, in the 100-year quest. So if you don't believe like that scale or anything like that, the fact that they're teaming up with Natsu in the 100-year quest right now, um, and they're still holding their own, doing damage, actually beating people there, they would have to be planetary to even survive in the 100-year quest. Um, I don't know. I'm not really good at scaling the Twin Dragon Slayers as their feats are kind of all over the place. Um, but yeah, that's it for Sting and Rogue, the Twin Dragon Slayers of Sabretooth. I hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe who you want to see next. And I'll see you guys next time.